Series title: Streets That Remember Heaven, an episodic Chicago testimony series by Brother Jesse Mayfield. Series premise: Chicago is a city that remembers everything. Its streets remember prayers whispered in the cold. Its buildings remember hymns sung in basements and storefront churches. Its alleys remember tears that never made the news. This episodic series follows ordinary Chicagoans across different neighborhoods, generations, and seasons, each encountering moments where heaven interrupts daily life, not with spectacle, but with truth, conviction, mercy, and calling. Every episode stands alone, yet together they reveal one unified testimony: God has never abandoned the city, and He still walks its streets through those willing to listen. Scripture is not quoted as decoration, but lived out, echoing passages such as Micah chapter 6 verse 8, Matthew chapter 5 verse 14, and Hebrews chapter 13 verse 8. Episode 1: The Bus Stop on 79th Street. The bus stop had been there longer than most people remembered. Its bench was scratched with names, dates, and half-forgotten promises. Some carved hearts, others carved anger. Every winter it froze. Every summer it baked. And every morning, it gathered souls who believed they were only waiting on transportation. But heaven knew better. On this particular morning, the city was quiet in that rare Chicago way, the kind of quiet that feels borrowed. A man named Calvin stood at the stop, collar pulled up, Bible tucked under his arm, unopened for weeks. He had once preached with fire. Now he barely prayed with breath. Calvin stared down the street as if answers arrived on schedule. They never did. An elderly woman sat beside him. Her coat was thin. Her eyes were sharp. She hummed a hymn he had not heard since childhood. "Jesus paid it all," she sang softly. Calvin shifted uncomfortably. She turned to him and smiled. "Funny thing about waiting," she said, "God does most of His work there." Calvin said nothing. The bus was late. So was his obedience. She pointed at the Bible under his arm. "You carrying food?" she asked, "or just the menu?" That question landed heavier than any sermon he had ever preached. Scripture echoed in his spirit, James chapter 1 verse 22, "But be doers of the word, and not hearers only, deceiving yourselves." The woman stood just as the bus arrived. Before boarding, she leaned close and whispered, "Chicago does not need louder churches. It needs braver believers." The doors closed. The bus pulled away. Calvin was left standing. The city moved again. Cars passed. Wind shifted. But something had changed. Not around him, but within him. For the first time in years, he opened the Bible. Not to prepare a message, but to obey one. The bus stop remained. The city remembered. And heaven smiled. Author's note: this series is not about Chicago as a backdrop. It is about Chicago as a witness. As written in Psalm 127 verse 1, "Except the Lord build the house, they labor in vain that build it." And yet, God keeps building anyway, one soul, one street, one obedient moment at a time.